Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? What's going on? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well, and I welcome you all to the stream. How you doing? What's up? It is Friday. It is the 16th of July, 2020. Indeed. And I welcome you to the final day before new releases. Some people may call this the calm before the storm. Because tomorrow we've got a double new release day, and the entire weekend is actually going to be covering these new releases. We'll be talking about that in just a moment. So today, we're going to be doing continuing game coverage of playthroughs that I've been doing. And in addition, it's going to be my weekly Street Fighter stream, which usually would not be today. Usually my weekly Street Fighter stream would be, excuse me, would be a different day of the week, Fridays. Usually it's Fridays, right? But we're changing it up this week purposely because I want to be sure to be able to do it. I don't want to miss out on a weekly throwback Street Fighter session simply because we've got new releases. And so I rescheduled it to be today, okay? Which is cool. I absolutely love playing Street Fighter. I think you guys know that at this point. And, you know, it's going to be a fun day of Deadly Premonition 2, the final consecutive day that I'm playing it. This game came out last Friday, and I've literally played it every single day since then. To many people's delight and many people's horror, to be honest here. I feel that the game has a charm to it that makes it entertaining to play, despite the fact that it is one of the worst performing games I've ever played in my life, and that is no exaggeration. It's probably in the modern era of gaming, I have not seen a game run as bad as this game in a long ass time. It's just really bad. Let's be honest here. We're not gonna beat around the bush. The game is super duper badly optimized. I don't know what on earth happened with this game that it runs this badly, but man, does it run badly. Okay. Does that mean it's a bad game? Well, I certainly wouldn't recommend it for anyone who's looking to buy a great game for the Switch or anything like that. Like, it's really bad in that regard. Like, it runs so poorly. I could not, in good conscience, I could not say, oh yeah, buy this game for the Switch. I'd be like really an irresponsible jerk to do that, I feel. Just because the plot has some quirkiness and fun stuff to it, right? But I've been playing it, and you know, because I'm a live streamer, because I'm not simply playing this game by myself, and because we can kind of cringe at how bad the game runs, the game actually has been pretty entertaining. You know, to the point where I've really enjoyed playing it with you guys and had fun experiencing it with you, all of you. And so today is the final day of playing this consecutively. And what I mean by that is I'm not giving up on the playthrough. I want you guys to understand that today. We're not quitting on the game or anything. It's just that tomorrow we got a double new release day, and of course those new releases are going to take priority over my playing this game, this insanely poorly optimized, bad running game. Okay? So, we're going to be doing this as a major stream today, and we'll see how far we get. If you're not aware, if you haven't been catching up with the, with the gameplay, I am right now in the second dungeon of the game. Okay? And the second dungeon is almost exactly the same as the first. I hate to say, but it really is. It's almost identical to the point where I don't really think they put much effort into these dungeons. They seem kind of like super... I actually said this yesterday. I said, you know what they seem like? The dungeons from like Persona 3 or 4, where they're just really generic. You know what I mean? Like super generic dungeons. Not much effort put into it whatsoever. You're in this generic building, and there's no uniqueness to it, which is weird because in the first game, the dungeons actually were inside of the locations of the game. So if you were inside of a museum, the dungeon was the museum, right? But in this game, it's just, you're just in a generic building. There's really, you know what I mean? There's no uniqueness to the dungeon. It's just the same thing over and over, which is odd. It almost seems like the dungeons took a step back from what they were in the first game, which is odd, right? The gunplay is pretty much exactly the same as it was in the first game. There's really no difference. And I had one boss fight so far that was pretty piss easy. I don't know. We're about to fight. We're basically in this dungeon and we're about to fight the second boss. And I don't know if it's going to be as easy as the first one was. I guess we're going to find out today. But I don't know. Like, the thing is, the story is good. And at least at that point, you know, when the story is good, you can get hooked on a game, right? And you can enjoy it for what it is. And that's what I've really been enjoying about Deadly Premonition 2, is the story is good. When we get to the story elements, they're quirky, they're funny, and I really have a good time with it. But outside of that, everything else, I mean, the frame rate out in the open world, which is a shame because the open world is interesting, but the frame rate is so bad, you can't even really enjoy it, you know? So, we'll see what happens today. Another major stream. We're going to finish up the second dungeon. The plot will advance. I don't know if any new side content is going to open up or not. If it does, great, I guess. But if not, we'll focus in on the story. We'll see how far we get. From what people are saying, the game only has 3 major dungeons. So there's not that much left in the game in that regard. So I guess we'll see today, you know, how far we get and go from there. But after today, Deadly Premonition goes on a mini hiatus. And what I mean by that is we will not be playing this for a bit. Because the next 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I will be focusing in on Ghost of Tsushima. Or is it Tsushima? I don't know how to pronounce it. And we'll also be focusing on Mario, Paper Mario, which should be fun. I hope it's fun. I know some people are being very critical of Paper Mario and saying that they don't know if it's going to be any good. But personally, I've never played a major Paper Mario game in a long ass time. So I'm looking forward to that starting tomorrow. So we're going to focus on those 2 games starting tomorrow. And that's going to be all weekend. It's going to be Ghost of Tsushima and Paper Mario tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Now, hold on, I got a burp. Excuse me, felt that coming. But, now here's the thing. During the weekend, if we're playing these games and you guys feel like, man, maybe we should alternate the order. We should do a little bit more Mario rather than keep putting Ghosts on the first stream every single day. I would be open to that completely if you guys want to see stuff. We get mixed up a little bit. But what I say is we'll start with Ghost of Tsushima as the first stream. And Paper Mario is the late stream. And we'll do that for like 2 days, see how it goes. And decide if we want to mix it up or whatever. Okay? But yeah, it's going to be all weekend long is going to be those 2 games. Then Tuesday's my day off for next week. Okay? And then Wednesday, we'll make the determination. Again, what I'll probably do is ask you guys, you know, what are you looking for? Do you want more Ghost? Do you want Paper Mario? And that'll probably be the main stream on Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, we'll probably start doing other stuff. Maybe we'll do Deadly Premonition 2 again. We'll do a stream of Animal Crossing. There'll be streams of Fire Emblem. Of course, my late night stream of Street Fighter. So next week, the main gameplay streams will be either Ghost of Tsushima or Paper Mario, and then the late streams will be the other stuff alternated in. Okay, for variety's sake. Now, here's the thing as well. Next week, if things are on track and things stay the way that they're going right now, okay, next week will be the big 200 Vest Streak celebration. All right? Now, that, of course, is a lot of ifs. That's if we continue to hit the Vest Streak every day. And if, you know, nothing else changes the schedule or whatever, which I hope it doesn't. But if everything keeps going positively the way that it's been going, then next week we will have a 200 Vest Streak celebration. That would actually be a week from tomorrow. All right, a week from Friday. So we'll see how things go over the next week, okay, and go from there. But hopefully we do have the 200 Vest Streak celebration. During this celebration, there will be many things going on, okay? First of all, it's going to be a Q&A session where we'll talk, we'll hang out, we'll chill for a bit. We'll have a good time just kind of relaxing and chatting it up. But in addition to that, there's going to be a schedule update where I'm going to go through all the game releases for the rest of the year, which we haven't looked at a calendar to just look at the game releases in a ridiculously long time. I was looking at this, I was like, damn, I think the last time we did it was like, no lie, like early in the year before the freaking pandemic hit. And I was going to do it quarterly, but then, you know, all those plans went out the window when the pandemic hit and all the game releases got delayed. So, we'll be looking at that together. So, finally, people will have an answer when they're thinking, oh, what games is Phil playing for the rest of the year or whatever. You'll finally have a concrete answer on that. Okay? There's going to be a segment which is live DSP tries it, which you guys really love when I do these. So, we're going to be doing another one. What will it be? I don't know yet. I've got many candidates of things I could do for the live DSP tries it. A few of the great ideas that people came up with so far were there's this weird burrito at Taco Bell. It's like a grilled cheese burrito. There's a new sriracha burger and mini tacos over at Jack in the Box. Someone suggested, why don't I finally try that Popeye's chicken sandwich that was so popular last year and I never got a chance to try it. There's a Frosty Chino over at Wendy's. Okay, there's a new, not really a new pizza, but a giant shack-sized pizza at Papa John's where it's supposed to be pepperoni and cheese, extra pepperoni, extra cheese, giant pizza at Papa John's. So there's some options, all right? And I'm not 100% on what I want to do yet. Thinking about it, honestly. And I will keep taking your input over the next week, because remember, it's a week from tomorrow. I'll keep taking your input. If anyone else has better suggestions, I'm all ears. So please share them. The more suggestions I get, the better. It's just going to make the event better no matter what. But yeah, I know you guys love the live DSP tries that I brought back for these Vest celebrations. So we'll do another one live and see how it goes. Now, Jasper will probably join that stream as well and have a fun little segment where he'll play around. We'll have some toys in here for him. And outside of that, we could do whatever. There's going to definitely be some new stuff on that stream. I'm not going to spoil, but I got something arriving today, supposedly, for this stream. So that'll be cool. So, good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I love these Vest celebrations. They're special events. That'll be the main stream for that day. So really, that week will be like Wednesday, Thursday. It'll either be Ghost of Tsushima or Mario, balanced with stuff. That Friday will be the 200 streak celebration with Street Fighter. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, same thing. The new game's balanced with other stuff at night, okay? So Deadly Premonition 2, after today, goes on hiatus for the new releases. It will continue. But it's going to continue as a night stream moving forward because the other games are going to take priority, okay? Cool. Now, at the end of this month, I believe it's the very final week of July, Destroy All Humans is being released, a remake of Destroy All Humans. And I'm very interested in checking that out. That's a game that has a big cult following that I've never played before, and people have asked me over the years to check it out, and I'm very willing to check it out at the end of this month. Okay, that's going to be the last kind of major release for the month. And what else am I doing? Well, the thing is, I don't know yet. That's why we're doing the schedule update for me to kind of determine what exactly I'll be doing for the rest of the month, because I don't know. Until I have a chance to look at the schedule, I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. So, we'll take a look at that. All right? Now, the other thing that's going on amongst all of this is the Viewer's Choice event. Okay? So, the Viewer's Choice event is where you guys get to nominate and then vote on games that will become a full playthrough here on the streams. This event has been very popular over the years. It's actually spawned many different playthroughs that have been giant hits that you guys have really enjoyed. Just some examples. The Yakuza series. The Persona franchise. Super Mario Sunshine. The Spyro series. Just recently, we had Banjo-Tooie. We had SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Donkey Kong 64. I'm currently playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. These are all games that have been up as a result of Viewer's Choice events. All right? And you guys usually end up nominating some really awesome stuff that allows me to kind of open my eyes to maybe franchises that normally I wouldn't even check out. I really do enjoy the viewer's choice stuff you guys choose for me, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys choose this time around. I have not, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have not looked at the nominations. I haven't. I'm actually waiting. I'm going to just, this weekend, at some point this weekend, whether it be tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, one of these nights, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look at your nominations, and we're going to tally them up, and the games that have the most nominations, all right, are going to make it into a final poll, and that poll will be going up so that you guys can vote, all right? Now, the game that wins that poll will be the viewer's choice playthrough that I'm going to do a full playthrough of. But, a big but here, okay? A big but. We've got another thing going on, and that is, currently right now, you can subscribe to the channel. And if we hit 765 subscriptions at any point during this month, this is considered the tier 2 subs goal. All right, if we hit this anytime during the month, then I am going to increase the amount of games that are going to be involved in the viewer's choice event. Instead of just being one game, it's going to be two. 2 games. All right, now this is cool because this means that even if you nominate a game and it gets to the final poll and you vote on it and it doesn't win, you still have a good chance of getting that game played in the viewer's choice event. What I've gotten as feedback in the past is that people get very disappointed if they campaign, they get their game that they really wanted to see played nominated, they work to get people to vote for it and everything, and then it comes in second place. And they're like, you gotta be kidding me, I did all that work in second place and now it's not gonna get played, right? So with this viewer's choice event, if we hit the tier 2 subs goal, well, the second place game will be played. And here's the thing. Here's really why you should be listening up to this, is because this month, I'm playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I've been playing this for about 2 months. Did you know that was the second place game? Because the game that won the last viewer's choice poll was Banjo-Tooie. That's right. So Fire Emblem would never have been played if it wasn't for us hitting a tier 2 subs goal previously. See what I mean? So it actually ends up becoming pretty beneficial, especially if, you know, you're campaigning for this game and it's not happening. You know, it doesn't win the poll. So the reason I'm bringing this up is, if you direct your attention to the top of the stream, we're pretty far away from hitting the tier 2 subs goal, due to a lot of gifted subs expiring and the like. So if you are interested, all right, I strongly recommend that you consider subscribing to the channel. What do you get as a benefit if you subscribe to my channel? Well, first of all, you get a cool chat crown badge to show off to everyone. Say, hey, I'm a sub. In addition, you get the ability to use over 40 emotes. That's right. I, as a streamer, have some of the most amount of emotes of anyone on Twitch. I could go into explaining why, but I'd rather not. In reality, just someone gifted a ton of tier 3 subs about a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago. And because of that, my channel now is eligible for a ridiculous amount of emotes, which is cool because everyone here gets to benefit from that, right? So, pretty nice. In addition, if I take ad breaks, you don't have to watch the ads. But I'll be honest, that's probably the least benefit of all because I usually don't take many ad breaks during my streams. I just don't, okay? But anyway, it's good stuff, man. It's definitely good stuff. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you're not a current sub. Another thing is, you can support the channel by gifting subscriptions. You can gift a subscription to a fellow viewer, to a friend, to a foe, just to surprise them. Gift a sub to someone who hates me, make them embarrassed. Do it live on stream, make it pop up, and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed that I'm subscribed to DarksidePhil. People have done that before. So, yeah, I'm just saying, many benefits to subscribing to the channel, and you can give subs to support the channel and also to help others as well out if you'd like to. All right, so good stuff. All right, so yeah, it's right now. It's the 16th. You know, we're about halfway through the month of July, so we still got half of the month to go, but we are very far away. Let's be honest here. We're very far away from hitting that goal. It's not impossible. It's just gonna take a lot of doing, if you know what I mean. So, Just throwing that out there. Please consider subscribing to the channel. All right? Now, before we move on to the next segment of the pre-stream, let's talk a little bit about the vest streak. Let's talk a little bit about the stream itself. All right? The vest streak is amazing. 186 streams. What the shit? 186 straight streams where I've hit the vest goal. Holy shit. Sometimes I don't even think about it, and then I say that, and I'm like, what the hell? 186 straight streams? That's insanity. How did it even happen? Where did the time go? The pandemic certainly made the time fly, didn't it? Holy shit. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it hugely that people have come out and supported me so much over the past. So at this point, it's pretty much 4 months straight where the support's been outstanding and overwhelming. Okay, and it's helped out a ton too. Don't get me wrong; it's been super helpful with me behind the scenes and everything. The way it works, we got a tips goal every stream. If the tips goal is reached, you guys get to choose a color of vest for me to put on in celebration, either original beige, which was the original vest, or blue or platinum. All right, and then the vest streak increases, and every 50 vest streaks, we do a special celebratory stream. As I mentioned, 1 week from tomorrow will be the next celebratory stream, as long as we keep the streak going. Okay? So thank you for that so much. I really do appreciate it. Now, here's the thing. Let me be honest with everybody. Some days, hitting the streak is pretty much simple. People come in, and there's a new release or something. People are hyped for it. And, it's not a big deal at all. And then other days, I hate to admit it, but other days, I'm playing a game that maybe I've been playing for a very long time, and there's not too much going on in conjunction with the game. Just an ongoing playthrough, and contributions don't end up becoming too forthcoming. Now, here's the thing: my streams are not here to be fundraisers. I want you guys to understand that. Okay. My streams are here because I love video games. I want to share those experiences with you on a daily basis, and I say this every day. Contributions aren't mandatory, nor are they expected. I'm not expecting anything from anyone, all right? I'm really not. I'm super grateful for the fact that there are people who every single day contribute to my streams, to make stuff happen, to keep the positivity going, to help me out. You know what I mean? It's pretty great. So thank you for that very much, everyone who's kept this streak alive. It's been amazing. If we're going to hit the streak, I strongly recommend, if you're thinking about contributing to today's stream, all right, contribute sooner rather than later. Here's why. Because if we wait and we end up at the end of the stream and there's like 30 minutes left on the stream and we haven't hit the tips goal yet, people tend to start freaking out. After 4 months of this crazy marathon continuing, people start to freak. Oh my God, is this the day? It's finally going to end. I can't believe it. No vest. Is the vest going to happen? Is someone going to tip? The tip and the vest and the vest and the tip. And that's the whole stream chat. And I hate that. And the reason I hate that is very simple. I'm here to play games and have fun with you guys and have fun interactive streams. I want to chill with you. I want to hang out, have some fun conversations. I don't want to have the last half hour of my stream become just vest, streak. Will he hit it? Is it over? Is it over? Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, here's the other thing. Here's a real reason that I'm bringing this up today. I have to end today's stream early. I have to end a half an hour early. Normally, I would be able to stream till 4 p.m. I can only stream until 3:30 today because I have to make dinner for my wife. She's going to work, and it's my turn to make dinner. She's been making dinner, all week. And I feel bad because I haven't made food at all this week yet. And today I'm making dinner. So I have to actually end the streak 30 minutes early. That being said, if you wait till the end, some people might not realize the stream's ending early. And then the streak doesn't get hit, and I have to leave at 3:30. I can't go later. I only have enough time to make dinner, eat, and then she's going to leave and go to work. So I have to end the stream at 3:30. I can't go later. I can't go overtime. You know what I mean? So please understand that. And, I'm going to... obviously, I would feel bad if we don't hit it today because people didn't know the stream was ending early and people were holding out to the end, and now the end comes early. Oh, shit. Right? So, if you are considering contributing to today's stream to help make the vest goal be hit, please contribute sooner rather than later. The truth of the matter is, if we hit it early, The rest of the stream is a relaxing and fun time. I'll give you a perfect example. Last week's Street Fighter stream, all right? Last week, we hit the goal immediately. Someone was very generous, and we hit the tips goal immediately. The rest of the stream was relaxing, fun. I just kind of had super fun with Street Fighter. It was never about, oh my god, I have to worry about updating the goal and, oh, we're going to hit the goal. Instead, it was just me focusing on having a good time with old school Street Fighter. And people, I got feedback from multiple people saying that was the best Street Fighter stream in a long time. Because it wasn't all about talking about the streak and everything. Instead, it was about just the gameplay. I agree. But, you know, that's not going to happen every time. But when it happened, wow, was it great. You see what I'm saying? So if you are going to contribute, please do it as soon as possible. Let's get the streak going. And once it's achieved, now we can relax and just have fun with the game and not have to be pressured constantly about, oh my god, is the streak going to end? And the thing is, if the streak ends, it's okay. If the streak were to end today, would it be a little sad? Absolutely it would. Why? Well, honestly, because it's been going on for so long. People really enjoy the positivity. And we like to do these special vest celebration events, right? We enjoy them. But the streak were to end today, it's okay, guys. It's been 4 months of overwhelming support. I really do appreciate it. And it's not the end of the world. Why people treat it like the end of the world, I don't know, because they do. They really do. They start freaking out about it. Oh my god, oh my. It's not the end of the world. It's okay if the vest streak ends today. It really is. I mean, I would like it to continue, but it doesn't have to continue. All right? Okay? All right. Hopefully that explains stuff a little bit. Okay? So, let's see here. I'm actually trying to remember, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about today in particular? You know, I swear I had one more topic I wanted to cover, but now that I'm thinking about it, now I can't really think of it. This is what always happens. Yeah, this is why, and I strongly recommend this, guys, to anyone. If you're someone like me and you do something like I do on a daily basis, make a list. Seriously. Because then what happens is, in the heat of the moment, you start talking about other topics, you start doing other stuff, and next thing you know, you've completely forgotten about what the hell you were supposed to be talking about. And now I'm like, shit, I know there was something that I was supposed to mention today. I can't remember what the hell it was. Dr. Disrespect? No, it was not Dr. Disrespect. It definitely was not Dr. Disrespect. We've had zero update on that. Like, there's nothing to talk about. That's just, like, the weirdest anomaly ever. Because we have no clue what happened, right? We have no clue what happened with the guy. There's zero updates. He's been silent for weeks. There's literally nothing to talk about here. Okay? Do I want to talk about PW Dubs? I mean, that's a very matter-of-fact situation. Yesterday, PW Dubs got moderated. All right? Multiple people told me they felt it was unfair. So I said, all right, I want PW Dubs to contact me about it. He contacted me about it. He showed me some chat logs. I looked at the logs. I was like, okay, that's one side of the story. I want to hear from the mod. And I'm waiting to hear back from the moderator. But in the meantime, I saw no reason to keep him banned when I didn't really get a full story or explanation of what's going on. So I unbanned him for now. And we'll see what happens. I mean, that's as straightforward as it could possibly be. You know, I don't think there's any controversy there at all. It's just I don't know exactly the full story of what happened, and I want to get a full story from both sides before I make any kind of a determination on anything. But I don't see a reason why he should be sitting outside the chat. You know what I mean? When I'm not 100% sure what really happened. So that's about it. Dr. Disrespect actually tweeted something. He did, really. It's been so long. I guess I'll give it a quick look. I'm just give it a quick look. Oops, that's not Twitter. Let's see. He's broken his silence on the Twitch ban. He gave an interview. Huh. A bunch of... This is hilarious. Slasher, who's the guy who broke the story, but basically said he knows why, but he's not going to say anything. He says, a bunch of publications ran Dr. Disrespect interviews as straight-up CAA-backed puff pieces. No new information, nonsense answers. As should be obvious, there's still zero explanation on why he's banned. A collective fail from the media. So everyone interviewed him, and he's like, well, I don't know. And that was it. That's the end of it. This is his TV show is still going forward. This show with Skybound Entertainment or whatever. And he says he has no plans to return to Twitch at all. He wants to go to another streaming service or maybe his own. He doesn't know what's going on. Weird shit. All he did is he tweeted a cryptic music video. What the fuck? Well, I'm not watching that. Yeah, all he did is he tweeted some cryptic music video or something stupid. And a bunch of interviews came out that basically said no information at all. No one knows anything. Weird. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. I wonder what... I mean, it's been weeks now. And nothing? That's so bizarre. Like, how can you say someone violated the rules but then not disclose how? To explain why? Like, you have to justify, right? I mean, you have to justify legally. I don't know. That's freaking weird. I wonder what happened. There's got to be something so crazy behind the scenes. But, I mean, we've all speculated on it now for weeks. There's no reason to go into crazy speculations now. But it's got to be something just crazy. Right? Very odd. Alright, anyway. Let's get to shoutouts. I have nothing else to talk about. Let's get to shoutouts. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. So, shoutouts, guys. Thanks for your contributions so far. So, DarksidePhil from 2010 tipped me $10 to get stuff started tonight. He says, I got banned, or he got banned last night. What gives? So, I looked into this, and I think what happened was he had made a joke about waifus during the Fire Emblem stream. Now, not to say that the joke was offensive or anything. It really wasn't, in my opinion. I read it. I was like, okay, it was a stupid waifus joke. But in reality, when I play Fire Emblem, a lot of idiots make references to waifu, waifu, waifu to annoy me. Because they're trying to derail the stream. They're trying to make me, get annoyed by their nonsense. Because the thing is, does that game have a lot of, romance simulation if you want to do it? Yeah, apparently it does. I've avoided all of that and didn't do any of it. But I guess the game had it if you wanted to do it, as stupid as that is. So for me, it has been a non-issue. It hasn't affected my playthrough at all. But of course, people keep constantly bringing it up. Who's your favorite waifu? Well, who you gonna date? Who you gonna do this? I'm not. I'm a 38-year-old mailed. I'm a 38-year-old married male. I don't need to have a waifu simulator in a fucking game because I'm not a kid. I'm not fantasizing about anime characters. There may be people who do that. Hey, more power to you. That's fine. I'm not one of them. I've got a nice life here where I don't have to fucking do that. But people do it. What they do is they nudge at me and they try to pick at me. Haha, Phil. Haha, waifu, because they think it annoys me or something. All it does, the reason it really annoys me is because it just derails the stream and I got to talk about nonsense instead of just focusing on the game. So, he made a joke about this. And I think a mod may have taken it the wrong way. And by the way, no, it's not the same moderator that moderated PW Dubs. It was somebody different. And I think they moderated this person because they thought that they were trying to, annoy me with a waifu joke. But in reality, it actually wasn't a bad joke. It was actually something like, in jest, it was like something about, Are there gonna be waifu jokes all night or something? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, I disagree with the ban. I undid it. So this DarksidePhil from 2010 person, whoever you are, you're unbanned, FYI. And that's that. So anyway, thank you for the tip. DarksidePhil from 2000. Thank you for the $10 tip. If you didn't notice, I abbreviated your name because people have such long names these days that it makes my freaking leaderboard get all stretched out and not even fit. So I'm just going to abbreviate. But thank you for the $10 tip and getting the tipping started today. Big D's gifted a subscription to PW Dubs. Yes, PW Dubs lost his sub when he was banned yesterday. So now he has gotten it back thanks to Big D's. Thank you for the support, Big D's. And congrats, PW Dubs. Schofield Alexander resubscribed for 6 months. He says, thanks for the fun streams. You are welcome, Schofield Alexander. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Lives were sold at 110-bit cheer. Is I noticed that games that are both in PS4 and PS5, the PS4 versions are $49.99 now. Is that true? I have not looked into it. You know, for me, I haven't looked forward at these pre-ordering any games for, you know, that far ahead. It's possible, maybe, right? Maybe what they're going to do is lower the price of PS4 versions of games. I don't know, to make them more enticing. I don't know. What's weird is, even though I feel a ton of people will buy the PS5 and the Xbox Series X at launch, but there's going to also be a large group of people who aren't. And they're going to want to keep playing these games on the current gen consoles. And why cut back on the pricing? It's a little weird, man. I don't know about that. That's a little weird. I guess we'll have to see. Hey, if that's the case, that's pro-consumer, that's pro-customer. I'm for that, if that is the case. Okay. Internet famous McCroy gifted a subscription to An Enemy. Congratulations to An Enemy. And thank you. Oh, hold on. Oh, that was a good stretch. Thank you to Internet famous McCroy for the channel support. Appreciate that. RPG fan did a 100-bit cheer. He said, I think the topic you want to talk about is anime titties, if I remember correctly. No, I don't want to talk about that. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's 90% of your day. But no, that's not what I wanted to talk about at all. Oh, my God. All right. So, let's do some shout-outs. Thank you to the top cheerers of the week so far. Much appreciated. We've got Carlton Jr. in 10th place. Dat Natural in 9th place. Shadow the Hedgehog tied with Zuzang Lang for 7th. Crabcock in 6th. I Killed Phil is 5th place. Kurosawa Kid in 4th place. Mature Adult is in 3rd. Only Iced Coffee in 2nd. And Shirtless Mofo in 1st place. Thank you, guys. Also, thank you to top sub-gifters of the week. People who have gifted subscriptions to the channel so far this week. We got Internet famous McCroy, Big D's, I can never say this name, so I just say Kyle. I can never read the rest of it. Shai LaButte and Lunaba all gifted a single subscription to the channel this week so far. Tomahawk MCX made a return to the streams yesterday and gifted 3 subs. And Only Iced Coffee gifting 6 subscriptions this week, excuse me. So thank you all for the support this week. So far. So guess what, guys? We're pretty much done. I don't really have anything else to talk about. There's no real gaming news or anything going on. Someone wanted me to talk about Nick Cannon. Oh my God. It's very simple. All right, I'm gonna be very honest here. Nick Cannon went on some podcast. I don't know if it was his podcast or someone else's podcast, and he basically made remarks about Jewish people. Uh-oh. Now listen, I personally, 10 years ago, made a very bad choice joke that was terrible, and I should never have made, alright? And so I personally have done dumb shit, alright? But it was meant in jest. It was not meant to be serious or anything like that, the stuff that I said. I got in trouble for it, and rightly so. Nick Cannon went on this podcast and said stuff that was basically anti-Jewish that wasn't really said in jest. He basically said comments, now I'm paraphrasing here, but he made comments basically such as, oh, well, you know, black people are the real people. How did he phrase it? He phrased it really oddly, But essentially, he was saying, like, black people are the real Jews. Like, the Jews say that they're oppressed all the time, but in reality, it's black people that are treated like that in the modern day. And so we're basically worse off than them, or we're in the same position that they think they are. And I think he even made comments like, you know, they control certain media and stuff. You can't do that, man. When you're in Hollywood, you cannot make those kind of comments. This is a guy who is a host of many different shows. He used to do America's Got Talent. Now he does that Masked Singer show. He's had an ongoing show that's a comedy show. What is it? Sketch comedy? I think it's called like Wildin' Out or something like that. And so basically he is 100% Hollywood. Like, the people who are in control of Hollywood have said, this guy is a good guy. We've selected him to be hosting a lot of our shows, and he's a good guy. And then he goes out and basically says things like, oh yeah, you know, we're really the oppressed people. The blacks are really the oppressed people, like the Jews claim they are, but they're really in charge of Hollywood and everything. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're actually in a prominent position. You've had a lucky life where you've been treated very, very, very fairly, if not the opposite, treated with lots of favoritism to be able to get these massive opportunities and everything. And then you go on a podcast and you say those negative things, right? So he does that, and immediately CBS dropped him. Like, it was like, zoop, immediate. They got wind of the comments. They were like, he's gone. They canceled. He had the sketch comedy show, Wildin' Out or whatever, had been running for like a while. Zoop, he's gone. Like, damn. That's like, it's like they came in, like a SWAT team crashed through the windows immediately. That's it. Take everything. Holy shit, dude. That's pretty. I mean, it's ridiculous how quick it happened, but I mean, he really should have known better. And the thing is, like, I've seen him on stuff. He's a very entertaining guy. He's an entertaining host and everything. I don't know anything about him personally, but he's a very entertaining host. But, you know, why did he do that? I don't know. So anyway, so he lost anything to do with CBS Viacom. He was fired, basically. And I know he had the comedy show. He might have had other stuff going with them. Fox came out. Fox is another media company. Now he hosts Masked Singer on Fox. They said, oh no, you know, Nick now, we've talked to him, and he's expressed extreme regret for what he said. And it was funny because as soon as CBS Viacom dropped him, of course, he called his agent, and his agent said, you're a fucking idiot. Go apologize, stupid. So he did. He immediately put out this giant statement. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry for the comments I made. I really didn't mean it. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to tell me that within like a day, this guy said all this stuff, this considered anti-Semitic stuff, right? He didn't mean any of it, man. He didn't know what he was saying. No, he knew what he was saying, and he knew he meant it. He just didn't know he was going to get his ass destroyed by it. You know, like, he's like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have said all that stuff. Oops, I just lost half of my employment. Maybe I should have been, you know, a little bit more wise. So he came out apologizing for all of it, and, you know, so then Fox said, okay, well, we talked to Nick, and he seems apologetic, so we're just going to keep him. He's fine. Everything's fine. So at least he didn't get completely, like, you know, blacklisted from Hollywood for one stupid podcast, but I think he learned his lesson now. I think he learned his lesson. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you know, Pride or I says he probably didn't understand you can't go around saying controversial stuff without consequence. Right. He went out, he said something that he probably personally believed. He felt that the black people are very oppressed in the United States. He personally must have felt this way. And he made a comparison to another ethnic group, and it didn't work out so well. Because it turns out that ethnic group doesn't appreciate having negative things thrown their way. You know, it was immediate consequence for what he said. Immediate. So, it is what it is. That's, you know, that's show business, I guess. There's no business like show business. Yikes. There's the situation with Nick Cannon. All right. Gerard Crow cheered, talking about dating stuff in games is for children or immature. No, I never said that. Here's what I said. All right, I'm gonna clarify my thoughts. If you're playing a game like Fire Emblem Three Houses and you want to partake in the dating sim part of the game, go for it. It's in there. You could do it. If you find that entertaining and fun, you have every right to do it. And no one has any right to make fun of you or anything. If you want to do it. That's fine. For me, like I said, I'm 38 years old. I'm happily married. I have a great life here. I don't need a dating sim in my video game. That otherwise, it really doesn't even make sense because the game's about serious wartime stuff with political agendas and combat and military operations and training students in combat abilities. And then all of a sudden, there's like a dating sim shoved in there if you want to do it. I'm very much enjoying the game, and I didn't have to do the dating sim part of it. So the flip side of this is, no, I'm not going to hate on you. If you want to do that kind of dating stuff in the game, go for it. It's in there. Might as well enjoy it, right? If that floats your boat, who am I to tell you not to enjoy something, right? I'm not going to be that person. But at the same time, don't force it down my throat. If I'm not interested in it and I don't want to do it, don't sit here on my stream and constantly make fun and say, waifu, waifu, Phil has waifu, 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 because that's what I mean. That's why this guy, DarksidePhil from 2010, ended up getting banned last night, because he made a joke about waifu, waifus, and everyone knows I'm not interested in that portion of the game, yet doing it, you're still trying to rib me, right? You're still trying to annoy me, rib me, distract me, instead of letting me just enjoy the game and play it the way that I want to play it. So it goes both ways. I won't make fun of you. If you enjoy that stuff, go for it. I don't care. That's your own personal enjoyment of the game. It's your own personal playthrough. Why would I criticize you for being interested in that, right? At the same time, don't criticize me or hold it against me, because that's something that I feel is not enjoyable, and I don't want to have it be part of my game. It's just like any other game, any other RPG. You don't have to do every piece of content. There may be content you find is not meaningful or not interesting, and you don't do it, right? Unless, now here's the thing, if it's critical to the story, it's important for story development, that's one thing. It's not at all. It's very superfluous. It's an extra thing added in the game if you want to do it, right? So there you go. It's perfectly fine. I don't have to do something I don't like. You don't have to do something you don't like. On the flip side, we're welcome to enjoy things that we like. So I don't see the problem here. The real problem is people coming on the stream and saying, haha, do it, do it, do it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't find it enjoyable. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You know, like a bunch of little shits. No. In fact, the thing is, when you, and this has always been my attitude in life, when someone gets in my face about something like that and harasses me about it constantly, it makes me care even less. Like, let's say, for example, someone gets banned from the chat, and I'm in the middle of a gameplay stream, I don't know what's going on. If you harass me about it the entirety of that stream, I will not give two shits, and I will purposely take my time looking into the situation, because you annoyed the fuck out of me, and I just don't care anymore, you know? Versus if someone says, all right, well, it's there, maybe you want to check it out in the game. All right, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You know, someone got banned, could you please look into it, Phil? Okay, and then leave it at that. But when you constantly harass me about something over and over, I lose all interest. I get completely turned off. That's just how I am. That's my personality. That's how I've been my whole life. So it's not going to change now, and you got to understand that. So when you come on the stream and say, waifu, waifu, dating, do it, I'm not going to do it. You've turned me off from doing it because you kept harassing me about it. You ruined the chances of that happening. Okay? Oh my goodness. All right. All right. I think it's time to take a quick break. I'll go use the restroom, and we'll come back and we'll jump into Deadly Premonition 2. Now remember, guys, I said this up front. I'll say it again. I have to end the stream early today. The stream has to end at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. That means we have a half an hour less to hit the tips goal and to have the vestry continue. I don't want to have any kind of misconceptions where people think I'm going till 4 and then we don't hit it and now people are upset because the goal didn't continue. So again, I'll say this. If you're going to contribute to that tips goal, please do it sooner rather than later. The sooner the better. Get it out of the way, and that way we don't have this last minute panic. Okay? All right. I shall be right back. See you guys in a couple minutes.